Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON Coventry founder Acharya Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON Govinda ki jai. Gaura Premanandi Bol. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga.
So, warm welcome to everyone, and it's a time when I look forward to it during the week. You know, Sunday is favorite of mine, so we can meet devotees, associate with them, sing and dance. Yeah, we don't like people who just stand and sing only. It's going to be dancing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is it on? Oh. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always danced, and sometimes he wouldn't sing, but he would dance. And you know, in our lives, there's so much happening around the world. If you tune in at the moment, it's quite sad and depressing, I suppose, the conflicts and whatever. But the Krishna conscious movement, no matter what happens, we are singing and dancing. So people might think, are these guys in tune with the world? Or of course not, because these things will continue in the material world. But when you chant the holy name of the Lord, you're connecting with the spiritual world. And there's all joy in there. Like when the sun comes out, darkness can't hang around. So, Surya Krishna Saman. So, that's why it's important that we come together as devotees. Then you feel happy. You can freely dance. And you know, meditation is good. Those that can do it. But when you're doing Lord Kirtan, you can't think of anything else. I think it's a great meditation. Because if you sit quietly, your mind drifts. But in the Kirtan, you can't. And that's the perfect form of meditation. So just want to share what we've been doing last, I think was it Saturday, we did click through. Yeah. So that was well attended, and it was a good attempt, and I think everybody felt they, you know, dealt with their ancestry. And now what's happening is the Rath starts, and ISKCON devotees don't know what to do. And people come to our temple and they're hoping there'll be Garba and everything like that. But we don't have any Garba. But we do dance and sing. Well, so we do dance and sing. So throughout the year, not just for those nine days. And for many, many years, you know, before I joined ISKCON, that was back in 1974. Before we used to go to the Gujarati temple there, and there'll be Garba time. And then, because you're young and all that, you know, there's loads of girls there and whatever, so you just go there. There's loads of girls there, all dancing. So you go there, I'm a devotee, you know, but your mind is young, and you look at attractive people, and then it's over. And then at the gate, they have bouncers. They don't want to allow boys to come in. I remember some of them used to come in there. They're not interested in Garba, but they were interested in Garba, you know. So most of the people in Bharat in Gujarat, they get excited during the Rath. They think it's a time to chat up girls and all that. So you can see, it's, to my mind, I wasn't sure what was happening. But we did it, it's tradition. But just 3-4 weeks ago, I started to appreciate Durga Mata. Don't worry, I'm not changing my direction from Krishna to that. But you realize that she's in charge of this running of the material world. And she's actually Parvati, and her boss is Lord Shivji, and Shivji is the greatest Vaishnava. So I drew up the link, and I thought, I must pay the respect that she's been running this prison house quite nicely. All the culprits want to stay here. You know, she makes sure no culprits go into Vaikunt or Golok. So if anybody's thinking you just get initiated and do whatever you want to do, and then when you die, you'll end up in Golok. Please forget it. Durga Ma is very efficient. She knows, I'm going to give you another chance, okay? And maybe in a devotee family and all this. So, when I appreciated that, so today we did Ashtami, so we have Kanjika and things like that. For the first time in my life, I really did it from my heart, saying, Durga Mata, you're a force to deal with. And when you turn to her, wanting to be Krishna consciousness, she actually helps you. Because she's Parvati. And Shivji, he wrote Kripakataksh, Radha Kripakataksh. So he's a great Vaishnava. He's the one who, and he's Gopeshwar in Vrindavan. And I was hearing someone and they were saying that when you go to Vrindavan, there's 5 things you must respect. And the first one is Brajbhumi, Brajraj, and then Yamuna. And then the trees, bushes, and then the Brajavasis, and the last one is Gopeshwar. So I was quite surprised. He said, after doing namaskar to all of them, then you go and take darshan of the deities. So I'll keep that in mind. I'll do that anyway. But Gopeshwar was mentioned, and they say when you go in front of Gopeshwar, who's Lord Shivji, you don't say Om Namo Shivaya. He realizes he's a gopi now. So you have to say Radha Madhava, Jai Radha Madhava. And it's very nice shiksha because you learn then, you're keeping it in context of Vrindavan. Otherwise you're thinking, you go in, I remember once I went in there, because my wife, she was a Shiv Bhakta before. And then she became, now she's a Jagannath devotee, everybody knows. And then she would go to Shivji and even Jagannath Puri, there's Lokanath temple far away, and during Shivratri, the deity comes out, that Shivling. And so I would go along, I just go along, being in ISKCON, and back in Yaman, I started thinking, should I be going or not, or if somebody saw me, all that kind of thing. So I was at Gopeshwar, right? So I was getting the thali for Premanjali. And lo and behold, there's one Kirtanair, I forget his name now, at ISKCON, he would do Kirtans. And he was there as well. So he was coming in sheepish, I was coming in sheepish, we both laughed. We realized we do adore Shivji, he's Gopeshwar. So our horizon is expanding, so I'm accepting that. That if you accept Lord Shivji, then his consort is Parvati. And Parvati at home is Parvati, as a wife. In the office, she's Durga Mata. And then she comes at different times, like Lord Vishnu appears at different times, she appears at different times. London Rath 9 times. One of them is Katyani, and the gopis, worship Katyani Bharat to have Krishna. All this fits in, all the dots are connecting. So I would say to Prabhus who are a little hesitating that am I doing demigod worship? No. You're respecting the position of this personality is chosen by Krishna. Okay, you be Durga, you be Shivji, and whatever. So like we have a service, they have service. And they're maintaining the whole universe. So that's good. On Saturday is Sharad Purnima. And that's when Ras dance happened. Vamsi Pat. But the only thing is now there is a lunar eclipse on that day.
I don't know what to do.
So from 3 o'clock till 10 o'clock. Something like that. No, 7 to 10, but it's Priyam.
3 hours before it starts.
Yeah. Some say 12 hours.
Yeah.
That's
For
pretty.
Surya it's 12 hours. For Chandra it's 9 hours.
Yeah. So there's a whole lot of calculation. So some temples in Bharat they shut, in Vrindavan they do, but they carry on worshipping on the inside. But because you're part of the community, so some people ask me, so we just go ahead, Vidura and I, we just consult. But it is when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born, there was an eclipse, and everybody was chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So on that day we're going to do Kirtan. And it is said if you do Kirtan on eclipse, it's times 1,000, the benefits like that. So your bhakti will really, because all the negative of your life is being burned actually. And it's being consumed. So if you chant, you're getting freer to do positive things like that. So I've read up on it. So we're going to have Kirtans that day on Saturday. But the eclipse thing is over at 10 o'clock.
starts at 10 in the morning and finishes at 10 in the evening.
Okay, so 10 o'clock, what I'm suggesting is at home, you just have your bath or shower or whatever you want to do, and then come to the temple, and till 12 o'clock, we'll do kirtans. And then be dancing as well. And so that's my proposal. So whoever comes, we do that every year, and then we make kheer and put it outside to the moon. And in England, sometimes you don't see the moon. I mean, that's the whole point, taking darshan of the moon. And sometimes it does come, and you can see circles around it. It's like Krishna is in the middle, and there's rings around him, like gopis around like that. So it's wonderful. Then I think on Sunday, Kartik starts, 29th of October.
Yeah. It should be Saturday, but because of clips.
So it's going on Sunday. So I think Kartik starts on the 29th, yeah? And it goes up to 27th of November. So, which means ghee lamp offering. Yeah, it's going to be great. And so if you come again and sing for us, I mean, you're most welcome, right? There'll be other devotees as well. If you can make it, I'll give it to you. It'd be nice. And also there's a Versi, somebody's sponsored Bajaj family, and so that'll be there. Now, before that, on Tuesday is what? Dusshera. Ravan is going to be killed, and we're going to celebrate that. So please do come there. And on that day we'll also light ghee lamp, from darkness to light. So evil is going to be defeated, and the good will prevail. And we must celebrate that, because it's not a historical event, it's a regular event that the Lord kills Ravan-like mentality, which we have and others have. I don't think somebody else is a Ravan. We all have lust, anger, greed, envy, jealousy, all those. So when you do celebrate that, Vijay Dashmi is victory of Lord Ram. Lord Ram is destroying all those things like that. So please realize, if you see it as historical, then you can't connect. Maybe, let's burn Ravan of straw. That one you can burn, but the Ravan inside you can't burn so easily. But you have to say, Jai Siya Ram. 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 So Abba is available to give a talk on Ramayana or Dusshera, whatever he gives. So let's connect, because just remember Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How many arms did he show? 6. 2 of them are. Okay, 2 others are. And 2 are his own. Right. Give him a big round of applause. He's been to the manor and he's become very sharp. He's sharp already. So it's got 6 arms. 2 of them Lord Ram's. So let's not ignore Lord Ram. And you can have your Ishtadeva as Krishna, but if you ignore the other one, you're not going to get their blessing, what they can do. So Lord Ram, whenever you're in difficulty, you should sing Ram Raghav, Ram Raghav, Ram Raghav Rakshama. Bolo. Ram Raghav, Ram Raghav Rakshama. So you can see the man at the Sita Ram Lakshman. He's there, and it was His Holiness Krishnadas Maharaj, our Guru Maharaj. He suggested that, and then he installed them, because the committee said, well, if you can raise the funds and install it, we do that. So they went to Ram Baba, and Ram Baba said, okay, I'll get the deities and everything, you install it. He wrote a blank check. He said, whatever it takes, just establish. So it happened, and it was our Guru Maharaj wrote Srila Prabhupada, why don't you celebrate Diwali? At that time it was just Janmashtami and Gaur Purnima. So they said that Punjabi gentleman is correct, we should celebrate Diwali. So that was way back, So now Diwali is celebrated so nicely. So you can see slowly, we are celebrating the various festivals of the Lord. And it makes our life sublime. It makes us better than those people who say, I believe in God. So when people say, I believe in God, we think they're very religious. What do they know about God? They don't know the name, what He is. I believe in God. So who is a religious man? But in our Gaudiya Vaishnava, you can say, I worship Krishna, Lord Ram, Radharani, everything. But there is Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, Uttam Adhikari. There are steps like going eternally. You can never claim you're religious, whatever, because somebody will be better than you. So please, let's not stay at that stage of saying, I believe in God, I believe in Krishna. Let's do devotional service. So this temple is meant for that, and we're really, really appreciative of this young devotees, they come and clean the temple up regularly like that, and others join in as well, and there's wonderful cooks in there. Please realize devotional service will make you go closer to Krishna. Just believing in Him is good, your fan club. But He wants you to serve Him and serve the Vaishnavas. Let's not ignore the Vaishnavas. If you notice when I come back, I always greet everybody. I do that. It's not a trick or something. You're Vaishnava, so always bow and go. Even little ones. We should have this wonderful habit of greeting each other. And it cheers people up. Plus, it's an etiquette to bow to the Lord in the hearts of everyone. Even little chanting Lord has got Paramatma in the heart. So there's a lot of shiksha here. So Sundays we learn a lot like that. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming and joining in. People come later on and some of your heart, But let's enjoy it. And would you like to? You can. Do you want to do backing? Because you're good on. And what if he throws at you? Just see if you pick it up. So these days the melodies are getting a little complicated. We were used to. Here we go. Everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Nobody gets all like that. Free from. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Teacher, Something simple like Jay Radha Madhya.
Oh, Radha Madhav, Vidhu Prabhu, when he gives class, he'll do it.
Okay.
Radhe Jaya Jaya.
I can do that.
Yeah, great. Both if you can do that. Is your volume enough? Or is it small? More of the backing mics.
The materials are booming a bit.
That's the name of the book.
Yeah.
Radha
Popular quote. You must come every week now. Don't lose hope.
That's fine.
Once again, warm welcome to everyone. It's been a wonderful festival period and it continues. Dusshera is on Tuesday, so you're welcome. We'll have a program here. It's very important we'll hear the class about Ramayana. It is said that the Ramayana is actually source of, like Ganga Ji at Gomukh, and the river is actually Lord Ram's Charitra, his character. And this river actually cleans us up. So when you hear the Katha, so Valmiki Ji started the source. The character of Lord Ram is the river, and when we bathe in it, by hearing it, it purifies you. Because Lord Ram is powerful. Even Kans was nothing. It is said that when Ram found out that there was a whole lot of monkeys on the other side, and Sukriv there, so they haven't built a bridge yet. So Ravan sent a spy or a messenger to go see Sugriv and tell him, why are you fighting with Ram? Ram hasn't got anything. What have I done wrong to you? So the parrot goes and gives this message. And Sugriv just says that Ravan is a dushta. He's not a good character. So I don't want to team up with someone who's dushta. So we in our life should also be very careful. If somebody is dushta, even though they have many qualities, be careful. It can be dangerous for you. So you should be a good judge of character. And in our Krishna conscious movement, Srila Prabhupada, he invited everyone. You know, when he went to New York, there was loads of dushtas, there were loads of hippies, and so he reformed them. And that's what a river does. Well, a river is there, whether a good person drinks or a bad person drinks, they quench their thirst. So Lord Ram doesn't distinguish. The only thing is bad people will lose their badness and good persons will become great devotees. So Ravan wasn't prepared to surrender. Vibhishan, his brother, was. So there's a lot to be said here. So just realize this hearing is going to purify the Ravan in you. We all have lust, anger, greed. It just comes out, jealousy, envy, it all comes out. By hearing Ram Katha, it actually purifies you. So please don't think it's a historical event which happened. It's dynamic, it's current, and it will help. And that's why people go for Ram Rajya. We cry for it in Bharat, and they win the election, they forget Ram, they go Ravan Rajya. People do that. They just promise you a whole lot of things. So today what we're going to hear is, we're not experts on it. I'm not really. So I've asked Vidhu, you know more about this than I do, especially the Yudh Khan, where the fighting goes on, because I like Radha Madhav. So I can't remember details of fighting, although I know it's nice that, Lord Ram won, but I can't remember details. But other details of Radha Madhav, I can remember and talk about it. It doesn't come from the heart. But my son, Guru Sevak, is not here, and Vidhu Prabhu, they like the Ramayana. And Guru Sevak actually gets excited about the details, how powerful Lord Ram is, and Lakshman is, and Hanuman ji is. So I see it in a different light. So you can allow people in, they're thinking. You can come in, Jai. So please lend your ears. Please listen, purify. Even if you don't understand any details, doesn't really matter. I want you to leave today thinking, you know what? I want to celebrate Vijayadashmi. And I want Lord Ram to be victorious over my, ill character. And we shouldn't think, I don't have that. But you don't know. It's like a snake. It's lying there. You get stimulated and your bad behavior comes out. So don't think you don't have a bad behavior. Maybe you haven't woken up your snake. But there's loads of snakes. They just get up like that. And you think, where did that snake come from? So Ram Katha will have. So Vidhu Prabhu is a senior member of this yatra. And Vidhu and myself have been running this yatra for so many times, by mercy, so many years, sorry. And mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev, and their wonderful other devotees as well. And I would like you to join in the, applaud the cooks who've been, missing the program and cooking. Big round of applause for them. And two wonderful pujaris we have. And Pranava today, where's Pranava? Oh, there. Sorry, I was looking at you and I forgot where. He dressed up the deities, Go Nitai, he's very good. So he doesn't teach how he does the turbans, so only he does it. No, if you want to learn, they can come and learn from you, yes. And then we have Vibhu, Prabhuji and Sachinandan, they're the pujaris, they also dress very nicely. And they run the whole show every day. And let's give them a big round of applause. So Vibhu Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Namo.
So at the moment, Navratra are happening, the last 2 days. And then the 10th day is Tuesday, that's when Dusshera happens, the defeat of Ravan by Lord Ram. And there'll be a program here in the evening, so please come along for that program. Navratras generally are celebrated because of Mataji. And there are 9 different forms of Mataji in this period with different names. So I thought let us, Ridas commented a little bit earlier on, but I thought let us give some Shastic reference to Durga Mataji. So here's a book called Shri Brahm Samhita, spoken by Lord Brahma himself at the dawn of creation, Lord Brahma. And he spoke these beautiful verses describing all of creation from the spiritual world topmost, down, 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 coming to the material world. And each verse is coming down and describing different aspects. So I'll just, we're going to go midway, and it's text 43 and 44. So I'll just read it because it is quite. We chant this during yagyas. This is when we give out the Brahmsamhita sheets. We ask you all to chant. So, Golokanamni nijadamni tale chatasya Devi Mahesha Haridama Suteshu Teshu Te Te Prabhava Nichayami Taschayena Govindamadi Purusham Najami. As I said, there's a spiritual world, which is a major part of a whole creation, and a smaller part is a material world. So this is describing both, what's happening in both, and the boundaries. Lowest of all is located Devi Dham, where we are. Devi Dham, mundane world. Next, above it is Mahesh Dham, the abode of Mahesh. Above Mahesh Dham is placed Hari Dham, abode of Hari. And above them all is located Krishna's own realm, Golok Vrindavan, Golok. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, who has allotted the respective authorities to the rulers of those graded realms. So Krishna, original creator of all this, but then he appoints different personalities as rulers of these realms. Yes, I thought I might, because this is a very short purport, I thought I might read it, but this translation written by Srila Prabhupada's guru, his name is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami, and honestly, it was with hesitation. I thought, it's a very short purport, let me read it, but then I read just this one bit. I'll read it to you. The potency of Devi Dham in the form of the extension of Maya and that of Shivlok, consisting of time, space, and matter, are the potency of the separated particles pervaded by the penumbral reflection of the subjective portion of the divinity. So I thought, skip that. I thought, skip that, Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj was from 1874 to 1937, his time. And at that time, we were under the rule of the British. And there was a tendency to completely belittle our dharma, our culture. And so Bhaktisiddhanta took upon himself to translate Brahmsamhita in such a way to show them how scholarly we can be. So this book is a little difficult to read, but the purpose behind it was to show the people who are ruling us, we are not just dumb-driven, my Guru Maharaj said dumb-driven animals. We're not. We are very, very intelligent people also. But so, the next verse, please. This is where Durga comes in now. So, those who know, please join in. Srishti sthiti pralaya sadhana shakti reka chayeva yassa bhuvanani vibharti Durga Ichanurupam apiyasya chachestate sa Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Translation: the external potency Maya, who is of the nature of the shadow of the Chit potency, is worshipped by all people as Durga, the creating, preserving, and destroying agency of this mundane world. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, in accordance with whose will Durga conducts herself. So here I will read a little bit from here, because it is pertaining to Durga. The world in which Lord Brahma takes his stand and hymns, sings these prayers. The Lord of Golok is Devi Dham, consisting of the 14 worlds, and Durga is its presiding deity. She is 10-armed, representing the tenfold fruitive activities. She rides on the lion, representing her heroic prowess. She tramples down Mahish Asur, representing the subduer of vices. She is the mother of 2 sons, Kartikeya and Ganesh, representing beauty and success. She is placed between Lakshmi and Saraswati, representing mundane opulence and mundane knowledge. She is armed with the 20 weapons, representing the various pious activities enjoined by the Vedas for suppression of vices. She holds the snake, representing the beauty of destructive time. Understanding the Vedic scriptures, time is often represented or spoken about in the form of a snake. Such is Durga, possessing all these manifold forms. Durga is possessed of Durg, which means a prison house. When Jivas begotten of the marginal potency, Tashta Shakti, so a general description of the energies of Krishna is a superior, the spiritual energy, the marginal energy, and the material energy. So Tatashtas, Jivas are in the middle. So when Jivas begotten of the marginal potency forget the service of Krishna, they are confined in the mundane prison house, the citadel of Durga. The wheel of karma is instrument of punishment at this place. The work of purifying these penalized jivas is a duty devolved upon Durga. She is incessantly engaged in discharging the same by the will of Govind. When luckily the forgetfulness of Govind on the part of imprisoned jivas is remarked by them, they transform by coming in contact with self-realized souls, and their natural aptitude for this loving service of Krishna is aroused. Durga herself then becomes the agency of their deliverance by the will of Govind. So those who have forgotten Krishna and want to keep in that state, stay in that state, her job is to keep them, in this prison. But those who, by the mercy of saintly people, their consciousness turns back towards Krishna, then it becomes the helping agency. She helps those to get out of this prison. I'll just jump to the end. Durga, worshipped by the people of this mundane world, is the Durga described above. But the spiritual Durga, mentioned in the mantra, which is this verse, which is the outer covering of the spiritual realm of the Supreme Lord, is the eternal maid servant of Krishna and is therefore the transcendental reality whose shadow, the Durga of this world, functioned in this mundane world as her maid servant. So all the personalities we know, their spiritual forms are there in the spiritual world, and then they have material functions here. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
It's always difficult where to start, and the uncanny thing is how Haridas introduced me and the subject is exactly what I was thinking of. So it's about Vibhishan turning to Lord Ram, all that. That's what I was wanting to speak on. So here we go. And this is Valmiki Ramayan. So Hanuman was sent to, he was none of the other monkeys, once they realized, oh, Sita Ji is been taken to Lanka, then they're deciding who will jump over there from this shore to that shore, And then eventually it was decided Hanuman will go. So Hanuman eventually leapt the 100 yojans, 800 miles. He went. Found Sita, met Sita, almost burned down whole of Lanka, then came back, and now he reported that he's found Sita. And from here, this is after his reporting. By the way, last February, March, we were fortunate to go on a yatra, southern Bharat, tip of Bharat. We had never done that before. And it's filled with places of pilgrimage connected with Lord Ram. Filled with places connected with Lord Ram. It's amazing. So this bit I'm reading is when the Hanuman is reported, and now they are discussing what to do. So we were driving towards, I think it was towards Kanyakumari. We were driving towards Kanyakumari, and then the western side of, there's all these beautiful mountains. They call them the Western Ghats. Then it's also on Eastern Ghats. And we were driving by one, and the driver pointed out, by the way, this mountain is when Hanuman was coming back with the mountain of herbs to revive Lakshman, a bit of it fell off. A bit of it fell off, right? I'm looking at this mountain as a bit of what Hanuman was carrying. So there was what was Hanuman carrying? How big was that? This was a huge, huge mountain, I said, wow, but I said, please stop. We need to pay pranams to this. Shri Sachin Tai Chan ki jai. So we Jagannath Baldev Subhadra ki jai. Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman ki jai. So this was done late in the day, but I do have a picture of that mountain, so next time I can show that. And then after we passed that, we were still going towards, I believe it's Kanyakumari, maybe Rameshwaram, but there's on the main road, then there was a turn off on the left, and the driver then said, by the way, so many kilometers down that way, so many tens of kilometers down that way, is where Ram met with all his senior military monkeys to have a discussion what to do. And that's this. This is what they're discussing. So, you almost, all of Bharat is replete with holy places of significance. And each one, until somebody explains it, you'll probably just drive past. But until somebody explains it, then the desire comes in you, oh, I've got to stop. I need to, pay my obeisances and meditate a little on this place. Same with, we went to Dwarka and all of Gujarat, there's places all connected with Krishna Leela. So many places, So here we go. Having duly heard the account of Hanuman, Shri Ram of unfailing prowess, who was endowed with extraordinary energy, then spoke as follows: I shall destroy without delay Lanka, the city of the redoubtable Rakshas Ravan, of which you have just spoken. I truly promise this to you. Approve of our march at this very hour, O Sugriv. Sugriv is the commander, the military commander. The sun has reached the meridian and departure at this hour, known by the name of Abhijit, is advisable. Let that Rakshas for his part return to his abode after abducting Sita, but he cannot escape alive. Hearing from the mouth of Siddhas and others of my march to Lanka, Sita too will regain her lost hope of survival, even as an ailing man would on touching an immortalizing herb or quenching the drink of immortality at the close of his life. warmly applauded by Sugriv, as well as by Lakshman, Sri Ram, whose mind was set on piety and was well versed in politics, and spoke more. Let Neil, accompanied by 100,000 of agile monkeys, march at the head of this army to examine the passage. Addressing the commander-in-chief Neil, he said, "O Neil, my generalissimo, lead the army speedily by a route full of fruits and roots, as well as of honey, and abounding in woods, with a cool shade and fresh water. Evil-minded Rakshasas might vitiate the roots, fruits, and water along that route. Remaining ever vigilant on the way, protect you the substances from them. Leaping all around, the monkey should find out the enemy's troops lying in ambush in ravines and thickets, in parts of the forest which are difficult to access. Any weak elements which may be found should, however, be left at this very place, Kishkinda. For this task of ours is formidable. Those troops alone which are endowed with prowess should be utilized." If this is a work of mythology, which, as I was saying, when we had people ruling us, they wanted, they minimize everything about our culture and our history and our Shastra, and all our books were mythology. Look at just that little description I read. This is military tactics. At the moment, you are aware of this war going on in Israel. Yeah, it's terrible. Both sides, it's, you know. I hear what's happening to the Palestinians. I feel for them. I hear what did happen to the Israelis with the initial attack. I feel for them. So war is very, very unpleasant. You know, it's very unpleasant. But look at that description in this so-called book of mythology. It's not mythology. It's full of detail. Full of detail. It is said that when the British realized the value of these books, when they realized the value of these books and how much valuable information was in there. So what they were the cunning rulers. The Mongol invaders, they were the cutthroat people. The British were cunning people. They realized the value of this. But what they want to do to subjugate a nation, you have to attack the language, attack the culture, attack the scriptures, attack the religion. Okay? So that they kept doing. But in the meantime, they took the scriptures. They studied them. They studied them because they realized the value of them. And carrying on. Let the lions among monkeys who are endowed with extraordinary might in their hundreds and thousands lead the redoubtable vanguard resembling the tide of a sea. Let the monkeys Gaja, who closely resemble a mountain, and Gavaya, we read maybe around the time of Ramnavami, we were reading, and we came across, we were reading this description of when Sugriv finally, first he forgotten his promise to Lord Ram. Lakshmana got angry. Then Lakshmana went angrily to Sugriv, saying, "Why have you forgotten your promise to Lord Ram? The rainy season is over now. Now it's time to go and search for Sita." And then Sugriv came to his senses, and he said, then he called all his monkeys. He called all the monkeys to send them out in different directions to find Sita. He called all the monkeys. So they came, but they were reading. The numbers were astounding, monkeys which came, and the varieties of monkeys. So different names were given. Different names, and here two are mentioned. Gaja and Gavaya. So it's just a couple of names, but a detailed description is given in an earlier Kand. This is Youth Kand at the moment. Who is endowed with extraordinary might, as well as Gavaksha, march in the van like a proud bull at the head of cows. Let the monkey Rishab a leader of monkeys, who is a bull among monkeys, proceed defending the right flank of the army of monkeys. Let the impetuous Gandhamadan, who is difficult to assail like an elephant in rut, move along leading the left flank of the army of monkeys. Mounting the shoulders of Hanuman as Indra would ride Airavat, and cheering the army, rushing like a flood, I shall march in the center of the army. Let this Lakshman, who vies with death himself, march on the back of Angad, even as Kuver, the ruler of spirits, would ride on his own elephant, Sarvabhauma. Let the mighty Jambavan, the ruler of the bears, and Sushen, as well as the monkey Vegadashad, defend the rear. So he's assigned duties to these named monkeys to look after the left, the right, the front, and the rear as they're marching forward for battle. So then there's a detailed description of that, and but I want to jump ahead now. So the monkeys go to the seashore, and then Lord Ram wants the sea to give way to Lanka, but then the sea is incorporating, and then he gets angry, puts a Brahmastra from Astra on his bow, and aims it at the sea, and then sea realizes, Varun realizes, I think I've gone too far here. I better beg forgiveness. And then duties are assigned to the monkeys to build the bridge, 100 yojans, and I think Nal was in charge of that. So this bridge is built, and then now Ravan is getting worried. Now he's hearing, hang on, this. He had his boon, but he wasn't afraid, that he, bit like Hiranyakashipu, he had boons to protect himself from all different sort of ways of dying. But human beings, they were like, oh, nothing. They're like straw in the street. So he didn't include human beings or the animals or the animals. He didn't. They're like nothing. But suddenly now it's real anger. What's going on? I hear there are billions monkeys gather on the other side. They're building a bridge. They're building here soon. What's going on? So the amazing thing another amazing aspect I like about this particular section of the Valmiki Ramayana is both sides. It goes describing both sides. What's happening on Lord Ram's side, what's happening on Ravana's side. The leaders have counselors. They have a council. And they have a council meeting. Yes? And there, the duty of the council is to give good advice to the ruler. That's the duty here. The ruler must give good advice to the leader. That is their job. It's when they ignore the good advice, problems arise. And Ravan consistently ignored all good advice. And I've read this. I read this book, and apart from one or two people who gave ill advice to Ravan, everyone else told him, return Sita. Return Sita immediately. This is your foolishness. Even Kumbhakarna told him, what is this foolishness you're doing? Return Sita. Mandodari told him. Everyone is advising. Vibhishan consistently telling him. So here we now where Vibhishan has repeatedly tried to persuade Ravan not to give this idea up, to return Sita to Ram. But now this is the final stage when it will be the last straw for Vibhishan. It will be the last straw for Vibhishan. Okay? Having listened to the bravado of Ravan and the thundering of Kumbhakaran, Vibhishan made the following salutary and significant submission to Ravan. See, he's advising his brother now. And this is, you know, he's not being polite now. He's not being polite. Listen to these words. By whom, O king, has a huge serpent of gigantic forms in the form of Sita, her bosom for its coils, her remaining plunged in thought for its poison, her sweet smiles for its sharp fangs, her 5 fingers for its 5 hoods, been tied to your neck. He's speaking to, you know, this is the ruler. You know, if this was this joke in England, you know, off with his head. The queen is displeased, off with his head. You know, but it takes guts to give advice like this to a ruler. You know. Let Sita be given back to Ram, while the monkeys who are tall as mountain tops and have teeth and claws for their weapons have not yet invaded Lanka. Let Sita be restored to Ram, till the arrows propelled by Ram, which resemble the thunderbolt and are swift as a wind, do not catch the heads of the foremost among the Rakshasas. Neither Kumbhakarna or Indrajit, nor even Mahaparshva and Mahodar, nor Nikumb and Kumbh, nor even Atikaya are capable of withstanding Ram in combat. O king, you shall not be spared by the arrows of Sri Ram, even though protected by the sun god or the wind god, nor if seated in the lap of Indra or death, nor if you have penetrated into the heavens or Patal. Hearing this submission of Vibhishan, Prahasta, he was the commander-in-chief for Ravan, for his part forthwith observed as follows: we do not know if there is ever any cause for fear to us from demigods or even from demons, nor is there any fear on the field of battle from Yakshas, Gandharvas, Nagas, nor from birds and reptiles. How then can there be any fear to us at any time on this battlefield from Ram, the son of a ruler of mortals? Hearing this bravado of Prahasta, Vibhishan, who was a well-wisher of the king and whose mind penetrated into the domains of righteousness, material prosperity and sensuous enjoyment, immediately made the following speech, which was full of great significance. So he's speaking at length here. I'll just read a little bit here. The actions which the king, as well as Mahodar, as also yourself and Kumbhakarna propose to take against Ram, are not capable of being accomplished by you any more than the entry into heaven of one whose mind is set on unrighteousness. O Prahasta, how can the destruction of Ram, who is adept in achieving his object, be compassed, O Prahasta, by yourself, myself, or even by all these Rakshasas, any more than it is possible for anyone to cross the ocean without a bark? Even demigods would feel nonplussed when placed in front of the aforesaid King Ram, who gives a foremost place to piety, is a great car warrior, Rathi, has taken a descent in the race of Ikshvaku, is a replica of the latter, Ikshvaku, and is capable of accomplishing his objects. The sharp arrows furiously discharged with violence by Ram, which are furnished with the feathers of a buzzard and are dangerous to approach, have not yet penetrated deep in your body, having pierced it. That is why you indulge in boastful talk, O Prahasta. The deadly and sharp arrows furiously loosed with violence by Ram, which are equal in velocity to the thunderbolt, have not yet made their way deep into your body. That is why you play the bragat or prahasta. Neither Rava nor Trishira of exceeding might, nor Nikumba, son of Kumbhakan, nor Indrajit, nor even yourself shall be able to bear the onrush of Ram, who's equal to Indra in combat. So I mean, this language. I mean, there are many Bollywood serials, you know. They look like clowns and they talk like clowns, don't they? This is language of highly learned people. Highly learned, clever, deep thinking people. You see how they speak. Often, some are good. There is some, I mean, Ravan and Sagar, he's brilliant. His Ramayana and Love Kush were brilliant. But there are many others you're thinking, good goodness, who gave this person license to produce this? He can't afford it. So I'm just jumping on.
If you can summarize a bit, it's.
Oh, right, sorry, yeah. Okay. I won't read it, but I know which bit I want to read. It is so. Ravan finally has enough of Vibhishan's, advice, so-called advice, and he really tells him off nastily. Indrajit tells him off very nastily, and now Vibhishan severs his ties with Ravan. He says, "This is too much now. I've given my final advice. I now need to leave this place." This is when he takes leave of Ravan. All this time he was giving me advice, and as the drama unfolded, the advice got stronger and stronger. But now this is the final straw. Ravan's words were so sharp and hurtful to his brother. Vibhishan said, "Enough is enough. Okay, I've done my bit. Now it's up to Providence what happens to you." And he departs. How does he depart? He said, "Now I'll go to Ram." From Lanka, he was going to go to Ram, who's on the other side, in the tip of Bharat. He's on the other side, near Rameshwaram. He goes there. Vibhishan rises in the air, and 4 of his ministers come with him. So there are 5 of them. They just rose, elevated into the air, and then they flew all the way across that stretch of water, and they went to meet with Ram. Of course, the monkeys saw them first, saying, "Whoa, they're coming from the other side. These are our enemies. They're here to destroy us. Please come in. Please come in. Over here, sir." Yeah. So, but the monkeys, thinking the enemies, they want to do up to some mischief. They want to do something untoward to us. Let's capture them. So then there's Ram is now having counsel with his military advisors, Sugriv and others, Hanuman. What do you think we should do? He's listening. He's not just, "I am the Supreme Personal Godhead, this is what we're going to do." He's playing the ideal role of a king. So he takes advice and then he takes a decision. No, I will welcome him. And then in there he's saying, it doesn't matter what the background is. This is beautiful, Lord Ram. Doesn't matter what the background is. Once they turn to me, once they come to me, I accept them. I accept them. Yeah? There's a similar pastime in Krishna Leela. The Dvij Patnis, the Brahman, the wives of the Brahmins, who were preparing a yagya, they wouldn't give anything to the cowherd boys whom Krishna had sent because they were hungry. They came back disappointed. Krishna said, "Now go to their Dharma Patnis and ask them the same thing, that Krishna and Balaram are hungry, want something to eat." Sorry, I'm getting this mixed up again. It's another pastime, but again with Krishna, that when Krishna and the cowherd boys are playing in the forest, they're running. Krishna and Balaram would often be in the front, and the boys would be behind his coward boys, and they would run, and they have a race. Who will get there first? Who will get to Krishna and Balaram first? And then race, and then eventually, they'll catch up to Krishna and Balaram, and then they'll say, Krishna, I came here, I got you first, I touched you first. Your children are playing. I got first. And then Krishna says, similar words to what Ram just spoke. He says, it doesn't matter who got to me first. Important thing is you got to me. You reached me. That's the important thing. Doesn't matter when you came to me. Who came to me first? So this is good. This is our merciful Lord, Krishna and Ram saying, don't worry about your background. Come to me, sincerely. Take shelter of me. Krishna says, come to me. Don't be worried. Don't be in a race. Just get to me. Somehow get to me. Don't worry about when you get to me, or someone who got in there before you. Forget that. Just get to me. Then I'm all yours. So Hare Krishna. We're having Vijay Dashmi on. So this, after all this, the fights, they cross the ocean, the fighting starts, battle goes on, which is happening now. This is Navratra. I started with Durga because a lot of the Navratra is all about Durga Mataji. But we as devotees of Lord Ram, we remember there's fighting going on now. There's 9 days of fighting going on, And the victory is on Tuesday, 10th, Dashmi, Dusshera. Okay, so please, there'll be a program in the evening. We'll let you know. Aarti is normally at 7:30. Maybe we might do it earlier, but we'll put it on the notice board. Hare Krishna. Please stand up now. We'll do our Hare Krishna.
Damodar Prabhu, you want to sing? Kibaja.
जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय सचिनंदन जयो नित्याचार्य जय सचिनंदन जयो नित्याचार्य जय सचिनंदन जयो नित्याचार्य जय सचिनंदन जयो नित्याचार्य निताय गौरांग गौरहरि निताय गौरांग गौरहरि निताय गौरांग Nitai Gauranga Gaura Hari Gaura 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 Hari Gaura 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 Hari Gaura 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 Hari Gaura 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 Hari Ibjaya Jaya Gora Chane Arati Kaso Ibjaya Jaya Gora Chande Arati Kaso तटभूमि जगमन लोबा
जानवी तटवने जगमन लोभा
दक्षिण निताई चान बमे गदाधर
दक्षिण निताई चान बमे गदाधर
आनिकते अद्वैत सिंहि वस छत्रधर
निकटे अद्वैत श्रीनि वस छत्रधर
बसे आछे गोरा चान रत्न सिंहासने
बसियाचे गौरचान रत्न सिंहासने
आरती करेण ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गणे
आरती करेण ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गणे
नुरो हरि आदि कोरी चामर दुलाय
हरि आदि कोरी चमर दुलाय
जय मुकुंद बासु गोसयादि गाय
संजय मुकुंद वासु घोषादि गाय
शंखो बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल
शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल
मधुरालो दंग बाजे परम रसालो
मधुरा मृदंग बाजे परम रसाल
ओ शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे
शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे
ये शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे
शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे
मधुर 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 बाजे
मधुर 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 बाजे
मधुर 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 बाजे
मधुर मधुर बाजे
निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि
निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल
निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल
निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल
बाहो कोटि चंद्र झीने बदन उज्जवल
बहु कोटि चंद्रदीनी वदन उज्ज्वल
आत्मो देश वनो माला कोरे जलमान
माला देश वनमाला कोरे जलमाला
शिवो शोभा ज्ञानावितता जगमान लोभा गौरांगे आरती की शोभा जगजन मन लोभा गौरांगे आरती की शोभा जगजन मन लोभा जगजन मन लोभा जगजन मन लोभा निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर प्रेमानंदे
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नामिने
नमाय विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद
कृष्ण प्रभु नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरा भक्तवृंद
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरा भक्तवृंद
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jagannatho Swami Nayana Pathagami, Nayana Pathagami, Baba Tumi.
Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami, Nayana Pathagami, Baba Tume.
Nilachal Chandra Swami Jagannath, Nilachal Madhav Pyare Jagannath.
Nilachal Chandra Swami Jagannath, Nilachal Madhav Pyare Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Sham Sundaro Pyare Jagannath.
Jagannath, Jayo Jagannath, Jayo Shyam Sundar Pyare Jagannath.
Jayo Baladev, Jai Subhadra, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra.
Jayo Baludev, Jai Subhadra, Jayo Baludev, Jaya Subhadra.
Jai Sachinandan Gaura Hare, Vishnu Priya Pranadhana Deya Vihari.
Sachinandan Gaura Hari, Vishnu Priya Pranadhana Deya Vihari.
Gaura 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 Hare, Patita Pavana Gaura Hare.
Gaura 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 Hari, Gaura 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 Hari.
Jai Nitai Chand, Jai Nitai Chand, Jai Nitai Chand, Katak Radha.
Nitai Chan, Jai Nitai Chan, Jai Nitai Chan, Ekatata.
Jaya Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radhe.
Jai Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radhe.
Raman Radhe
Yo Radha Raman Radha Raman Radha
Jaya Giriraj Maharaj Giriraj Maharaj Giriraj Maharaj Jaya Giriraj Maharaj
Dusshera Simado Sodam
Jaya Simado Sudan Simado Sudan Simado Sudan Jaya Simado Sudan
Jayo Simado Sudan Jayo Simado Sudan Simado Sudan Jayo Simado Sudan
Jaya Mani Ma Mani Ma Mani Ma Jaya Mani Ma
Jayo Mani Ma Jayo Mani Ma Jayo Mani Ma Jayo Mani Ma
So everybody turn towards Lord Ram. It's all about Lord Ram on Tuesday. So
Jai Shri Ram.
Raghu
first date is up from the manor. So
Raghunandan Raghav Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare
Nandan Raghav Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare
Raghunandan Raghav Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare
Nandan Raghav Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare
Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare
Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare
Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare
Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare Siya Ram Hare
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Oh Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jagat Guru
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jagat Guru
Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Patito Pavon
Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Patita Pavan
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitai Gaur
Hari Bol Hari Bol
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। साक्षात वैराग्य मूर्ति श्रील गौरकिशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। सच्चिदानंद श्रील भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर महाराज की जय। वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। श्री श्री सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। नमाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्री श्री सचिनंद निताय चांद की जय। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। नीलाचल क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुर धाम की जय। मायापुर नवद्वीप मथुरा धाम की जय। श्री श्री राधा माधव राधा रमन भगवान की जय। सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय। गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय। मधुसूदन महाराज की जय। मणिमा महाराज की जय। बजरंग बली हनुमान जी महाराज की जय। गरुड़ जी महाराज की जय। भक्ति देवी श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की जय। नवरात्रि तिथि महोत्सव की जय। संडे सत्संग की जय। इस्कॉन कवेंट्री की जय। परमाराध्य पतित पावन शीला गुरु महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु शीला प्रभुपाद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी। All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj ki jai ho.
Now we're going to do Nrsingadev prayers, but let's have some devotees in mind. One of them is Usha Devi from Patiala. She passed away because of dengue fever. And Shraddha is Haribol Hare Krishna. And she's sister of Shraddha Devi, and Shraddha Devi is the elder one, and she's the younger sister who passed away. And Guru Sevak family and the Tamal family, they were going to go to Patiala to see her, and she was all ready. But she got dengue within 2 days. Ganga Mai ki jai, so powerful. So much so that Guru Sevak and all that, they've cut short their trip. They want to come back because there's quite a lot in Punjab, there's dengue fever, and in Mayapur as well, because you lost your godbrother due to dengue. So let's pray for him. And there's one of my godbrothers in Durban, Jagdishwar. His sister was kidnapped, and they used the bank card to empty the account. Then she had double PhD, she's a clever lady. And they brought her home, robbed the home, and then they shot her. So cruel, And these things are happening around the world. As you can see, we can blame people, but we are forgetting God. And, it's lack of trying to reach the Supreme Lord. So I don't know what we've done in our previous life, and karma comes and catches up. Or maybe new karma has happened and it'll catch up later on. And this cyclic thing goes on. And also, there was one more. Anji? Yeah, I'm just addressing the nursing there for now. There was ek aur news. Anyway, it usually comes in 3. One passes away, then you get another, and 3, always in 3s. We've noticed that throughout. So there's few other who passed. You can come in, yeah. And let's pray for them. And now, Pundrik Maharaj's father, Gosainji, over 10 years, I think 12 years ago, very dear to us, and he had passed away on that Tithi, which is today, Ashmi. So we'll do Nrsingadev pray for him. Also, Dion Goldsmith here, he's a good friend of mine and ours, so nice. And he's having treatment, and we always pray for you every day. And there's Monu, the lady who's passed away, one of her relatives, also got the dengue fever. And he's also in hospital. I don't know what to say about the Indian hospitals. I don't know whether they're curing the patient or making money. And I've experienced it, so it's always dodgy. They want your money first before they treat you. And we're not quite sure whether they're treating properly or not, but they do so many tests which are not even needed. And you have to keep paying for it. I've heard even when somebody has died, they keep on doing tests so they can make money, So crazy. But maybe it's changed now, So his name is Monu, and there's another Monu in Namasha, we know. He's got the dengue fever twice. He just cured himself. What happened is the blood count, they just drop, the count drops. And then it just becomes water in you, and you start to bleed inside. And how quickly it happens, It's like the mosquito. but it carries dengue rather than malaria, and it bites you during daytime. The mosquito for malaria, they bite you in the morning and evening. Daytime they have a break. And then these ones come in, you know, say, okay, it's my turn to eat now. In Mayapur, they used to put down on the cafes out there, eat and be eaten. They'll be selling pizza, eat and be eaten. So anyway, this is, we say the prayers, but we have an anthem here to keep us strong. We say, we never die. So everybody say, we never die. But our bodies will die. So when somebody dies, they haven't died, the body has separated from the soul. Please remember that. And when we attend many, many funerals, always remind people, you're crying for the body now, because the person is out. And that's twice the shock, when they die and then when you cremate them. But in Bharat, they're so quick. Somebody passes away, next year they cremated them. Gone. Ganga Mai ki jai, finished. But here, you've got to wait 2.5 weeks and all that kind of thing. So let's keep them in mind, and I'm going to ask, you sing as well, yeah? Namaste, you can sing? Yes.
Namaste Narasingaya Pradadaladaine Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Shrilatankanakalaye Ito nashingo parato nashingo Yato yato yamitato nashingo Yahe nashingo ritaye nashingo Narsinghamadim sharanam prapade Kavakara kamarabade naka abhuta shinga Kalita hiranyakashipu talu
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hi. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,